Beware.
The Dark Side of Hollywood by the Prowler. May I direct your attention to the scene below, at the single car driving down the California coast. Inside the 1959 custom convertible Ferrari 400 Super America sits Julian Craven, the famous actor, who is becoming quite legendary. He won the Oscar in 1957 for Best Lead Actor and is the favorite to win it again this year. You would think he hadn't a care in the world, but if you look closely, he's stressed about something. He looks almost panicked. He's hiding something. We're catching him not long after leaving a New Year's Eve party held at Lucille Ball's house. While yes, the party was grand, and the who's who of Hollywood were in attendance, and even though he had a great time, he left right as the ball dropped in Times Square. As the clock struck midnight, ushering in the new year, he was out the door, quickly making his way to his car. Now we see him, a razor-eyed stare, on the dark California coastal road. And while his demeanor looks cool, there's something wrong with this picture. He's alone, and he shouldn't be. You see, he arrived at the party with his fiancée, the starlet, Lacey Giroux. But now, she's nowhere to be seen. Where is she? Well, if you look closely, you'll see her blood staining the passenger side seat. While minuscule and hard to see, it's there. And even though you cannot see her, she is riding in the car. It's just that she's lying in the trunk. A young rising starlet, whose star was burning bright, suddenly snuffed out by a jealous rage. Now the soon-to-be legendary actor sits alone, legendary now for a different reason, driving in the dark, contemplating what to do next. A great career ruined with one swipe of a razor blade's edge. What's he to do now? Well, as life sometimes will, it answers, and answers cruelly. Just as Mr. Craven turned the corner, a black cat jumped in front of his luxurious car, and while not completely drunk, he had enough earlier in the evening that dulled his senses and prevented him from acting and thinking clearly. And before he knew it, he swerved hard to the left and drove right off the cliff and into the ocean. One of Hollywood's it couples taken out on New Year's Eve night. And only one was to blame. The mangled car and the bodies were found, washed up on the rocky shore. What strange, cruel fate fell upon these two stars? But so goes on the dark side of Hollywood. I would like to give a heartfelt thank you to the special friends of the channel for your overwhelming generosity. If you would like to support the channel, the link is below in the description. Also, please send me your stories and poems to duchessofdarkness27@gmail.com. You can also find me on Instagram at duchess.ofdarkness and Twitter at duchessofdark_n2. I want to thank all my listeners for your kindness, your encouragement, and your support. It means the world to me. Thank you for joining me. Until next time.